My name is Lisa. I am a housewife living with my husband, Noah. We've been close since before we were married, and thanks to Noah's cheerful personality, we spend every day happily. It's not bad to spend a little more time feeling like lovers, but we also want children. We often have such fun conversations.
I'm busy this week, but I'll make sure to take a proper break this weekend.
Since there haven't been many breaks recently, we need to take it easy once in a while.
Right? We haven't had a chance to go out and relax, just the two of us.
That's not what I meant. I'm worried about your health, so I want you to rest properly.
I'm fine. Not being able to spend time with Lisa is what's tough for me.
Noah usually comes home late at night because of his busy work schedule. However, he always makes time for us on his days off. Every time I think about how kind a person I married, I feel so happy. But, on the other hand, I had a little worry. A while back, when we visited Noah's relative's house.
Oh, Lisa, is that New Year's money?
Yes, it's amazing how quickly everyone grows up, isn't it?
Give that money to me.
But this is for Machon.
Kimberly is saying she wants to go to college. So, I'll use that money to help with tuition. Here, let me take it.
But, we're already sending 80,000 yen every month.
As if that amount of money would be enough. If you have time to give out New Year's money, you should be paying it to your parents' house.
Then, I'll take out 10,000 yen from my wallet, but this is for Machon, okay? After a long time, when I met my mother, she suddenly started asking for money. I have a younger sister named Kimberly, who is quite a bit younger than me. My parents have always doted on Kimberly, even prioritizing her schedule over attending my and Noah's wedding. However, I don't deny the gratitude I owe for being raised by them, so I have been sending money home every month for 15 years. But, from this day forward, they began to demand even more money from me. On another day.
Hello, Lisa. Sorry to ask out of the blue, but how much do you have in savings?
Hi, why are you asking that?
Actually, I found a bag that would really suit Kimberly.
We want to buy it for her, so we thought we'd ask you to cover the cost.
That's impossible. The savings we have are for the future of Noah and me. It's also for our future children, so it's a bit much to use it for that.
Oh my, you're saying you matter more than Kimberly.
That's not what I mean.
There's no way anything should take priority over Kimberly in this world.
Look, why don't you and Dad buy it for Kimberly?
Don't you dare speak to us like that.
Lisa, are you trying to defy us with that attitude?
It's not about defiance.
Just use it for Kimberly's sake. Don't give me that nonsense about the future or whatever.
No matter what you say, I absolutely cannot use our current savings for that. Continuing the conversation would only yield the same answer. I ended the call with a bit of a cold tone. Since the calls kept coming, I decided to block them. Noah, concerned, told me to consult him immediately if anything happened. A little while later.
Hello? Sis? It's me, Kimberly.
Kimberly. I'm not sending money anymore, and there's no extra cash either.
That's not why I'm calling.
Really? What's up then?
I don't need that kind of thing. Actually, I'm engaged to the president of KST Corp. Isn't that wild?
What? The president of KST Corp. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Engaged. ENGAGED. Now I'll officially be joining the ranks of the celebs.
Celebs? That's great and all, but
Jealous, aren't you, big sis?
I'm just surprised, that's all. But Kimberly, are you sure he's the right person for you?
Of course, it's going to be fine. There's a housekeeper at home who does everything, you know? It's going to be so easy.
A housekeeper?
Obviously, someone as cute as me wouldn't be left alone by a wealthy guy. He's totally into me.
Hey, didn't you call because you had something to talk about?
Oh right, I almost forgot my point. Since I'm marrying into wealth, I'm saying goodbye to poor people like you.
That's right.
Kimberly, even though she's the younger, has done well for herself.
Wait, Mom and Dad are there too?
Lisa, we're cutting ties with you as family. Don't ever contact us again.
Hearing those words, I thought it was a perfect opportunity. If they were intent on disowning me, it was exactly what I wished for, so I accepted the estrangement. In fact, I knew something that allowed me to foresee how things would unfold. Several months after the estrangement, on a certain day.
Lisa, it's me?
Open up.
Come on, big sis, hurry up and open the door.
What's this all about? It's surprising to just show up like this. Besides, hadn't we disowned each other?
That's not important right now. You need to start sending money every month again.
Huh? Why should I do that?
We don't have any money left.
Why not? Kimberly married into wealth, right? Then she should be the one sending you money.
There you go again. Do you plan to repay the kindness we showed raising you with ingratitude?
Exactly. Who do you think raised you?
It feels a bit late to be saying that now.
Anyway, it's only natural for you, my big sister, to give me money.
Look, just because Kimberly fell for a marriage scam and had all her money taken. I've already disowned you all, so it's none of my business.
How? How did you know about that?
Who knows? Why do you think?
If you knew, then you should help Kimberly and us even more.
You were the ones who said we were disowned, remember?
That was then. The situation is different now.
Right. You should help your family when they're in trouble.
Since I was the one cut off, I have no obligation.
Why not?
Think about it yourself. Oh, and by the way, that president of KST Corp is an acquaintance of mine. Mom, Dad, Kimberly, if your memory is intact, you should know who I'm talking about.
So, you knew from the start that Kimberly's fiancé was a fraud.
That seems to be the case.
Why didn't you tell us right away?
You never asked, so I thought it was fine.
An acquaintance? Who is it? Tell me.
If you're talking about the president of KST, that would be me.
The sudden appearance of Noah left the parents and Kimberly with stunned expressions. However, they quickly snapped back to reality.
Hey! Stop joking around when people are having a serious conversation.
No one's joking.
But that man is your husband, isn't he?
That's why I'm honestly introducing myself as the president of KST Corp, your husband.
Don't lie. If that's true, then it means Lisa has married into wealth.
Indeed, she has.
Wait, seriously, big sis.
I told you so many times to attend the wedding, but you prioritized Kimberly's schedule over it and didn't listen to anything I said.
You could have at least mentioned it.
I did, remember? When you asked me, what does he do, without even looking at us, I said, he's the president of KST Corporation.
Missing that one sentence seems to have thrown your lives quite off course.
So you're the real president of KSD Corp.
Do you think I have any reason to lie about that here?
So you're truly wealthy.
Then you pay off our debts instead.
Oh, no way. Why should I waste my money on that?
That's so unfair. Only big sis gets everything.
Weren't you the one who disowned me because you were going to become a celebrity and didn't want anything to do with your poor sister?
Did I say something like that? Nice to meet you, I'm Kimberly, the sister.
Yeah. Hello.
What do you like, brother-in-law?
Lisa, actually.
Lisa, what did you do to land such a wealthy man?
I didn't do anything special.
I fell for her at first sight, pursued her relentlessly, and finally won her over.
What? A wealthy guy like him fell for my sister at first sight? You're joking, right?
I'm serious. That's why we're married.
Indeed, the president of KST Corp that Kimberly claimed she was going to marry was my husband, Noah. When I received the call about her engagement, my mind was filled with question marks. However, as we talked, it quickly became clear, and I deliberately chose not to say anything. The one who truly married into wealth was me. Upon learning this, my parents.
Then instead of Lisa, you should start sending us money every month.
Right? As Lisa's husband, you have that obligation.
No way that's happening.
Why not? You're the president of a big company, so you must be super rich, right?
Sure, I have money, but not a penny to waste.
Oh my. What a rude way to talk about it.
The rude ones are you guys, right?
After declaring disownment to Lisa, and now coming to our house as a family because you're out of money.
We had no way to contact you. So what choice did we have?
Don't talk nonsense. You and Lisa are disowned, so there's no relationship. So, I have no obligation to pay for anything.
Then how about divorcing my sister and marrying me?
Impossible.
Kaya. At least pretend to consider it.
Why would I hesitate when Lisa is my only choice?
You sitting there getting cocky and saying whatever you please.
Who's been saying whatever they please up until now if not you?
Lisa, you should at least tell that man to help your parents out a bit.
I refuse. That money is earned by Noah's hard work. Besides, I already told you it's for our future.
Just save up again.
You should be saying that to yourself.
Even if we're disowned.
Enough of the noise already. You've been receiving money from Lisa for so long, haven't you? Despite her being family. It's your own fault for neglecting that.
Noah.
If anyone says anything more to hurt my dear Lisa, I truly won't forgive them.
It was the first time I had ever seen Noah, who is usually very mild-mannered, get so angry. My parents and Kimberly seemed a bit intimidated by Noah's demeanor, but
Eck. Even if you say that, we can just give up and go home.
how stubborn can you get?
Of course. You think we go back empty-handed knowing there's money here.
You're all so greedy.
If the husband won't do it, then just give us some of your pocket money, big sis.
That's for emergencies, so no way.
I'll pay it back before then.
That's the least trustworthy thing I've ever heard.
Kimberly said she'd pay it back, so you might as well lend us some.
You can use that promise to cover your debts, can't you?
If that were possible, you should be able to manage your repayments normally.
We're saying we don't have it now. That's why we're asking.
How many times do I have to say no before you get it?
We won't leave until you say yes.
No matter how many times you ask, I won't give money to people who are practically strangers.
Come on, saying we're disowned was just talk.
Even so, there's no need for us to pay.
Are you planning to abandon us?
It's not about abandoning. We don't consider you family to begin with.
Then let's start getting along as relatives from now on and deepen our bonds, shall we?
Why would we do that?
We're saying we'll cancel the disownment.
Actually, it's more convenient for me if we're estranged, so no need to cancel it.
Big sis. Just because you've become a celebrity, don't get cocky.
She's not. There's no one more modest than Lisa. On the other hand, you'd probably go on a spending spree if you really married into wealth.
That's not true.
Really? You got deceived this time because you were too greedy, didn't you?
Don't say things that dig into wounds.
It's not digging if it's self-inflicted. I'm appalled. Both my parents and Kimberly were quite persistent, stubbornly trying to borrow money. However, no matter how much they asked, neither Noah nor I had any intention of lending them a penny.
So, is it okay if you guys head home now? I'm trying to enjoy a rare day off, and this is really inconvenient.
You know, when you married Lisa, you didn't even come to greet us properly.
Weren't you the ones who said it was too much trouble and okay, not to?
With the current state of the world, there's no need to meet right.
Don't blame it on the circumstances.
It's not wrong, though?
So what? You're saying because I didn't properly greet you? You're disrespecting our precious daughter, and you're trying to use that as an excuse to squeeze money out of us.
You don't have to put it so bluntly.
But that's exactly what this is, right?
Anyone with common sense would think so.
Your common sense lacks any sort of credibility.
They say rich people are stingy, but it's true.
It's not about being stingy, it's knowing the hard work it takes to earn money. That's why we don't waste it on unnecessary things, unlike you guys.
How can you say such a thing?
But it's true, isn't it? You spoil Kimberly, buying her all sorts of things. Instead of doing that, being a bit stricter and saving that money for her would have been far more beneficial for Kimberly.
We're not talking about that right now.
Don't try to escape the point just because you're cornered. Persisting won't change anything, so get out of here now.
A real man would find a way to fix this.
Then, as a man yourself, why don't you find a way? We've long since cut ties. I don't think of you as family from the bottom of my heart. Feeling it was pointless to continue the conversation, I firmly told them we were not family and coldly turned them away. My parents and Kimberly did not expect me to take such a stance.
I get it, Lisa. We admit we were wrong. So please, just help us out a little bit.
Crying about it now won't change anything.
Don't be so cold.
Maybe you should think of this as the consequences of your own actions coming back to haunt you.
Big sis, please, we're begging you, help us out.
You've been helped by Lisa for so long. It's about time you showed some gratitude.
Please, we apologize for our attitude earlier.
We really don't have any money.
You brought this upon yourselves, so as a family, find a way to get through it.
We've tried everything. It's really impossible.
Well, tough. Try harder and solve it on your own. If you really won't leave, I'm calling the police, okay?
Why would you call them?
Please. Anything but that.
Oh, hello. Is this the police?
Kimberly and her parents, who had been making a lot of noise, were taken away by the police officer called by Noah. The three of them had gotten involved in an investment opportunity presented by a man claiming to be the president of KST Corporation. Since I'm going to marry the president anyway, even if it goes to zero, I'll pay for it myself. Completely deceived by such sweet, too good to be true promises, they ended up losing all their possessions. Normally, you could easily find a picture of the president of a major company by searching. However, blinded by the thought of marrying into wealth, the three of them became utterly careless. As a result, they incurred a huge debt, which, of course, they had to repay themselves. It seems they are juggling various part-time jobs, but the repayment is far from over. Thus, Kimberly and her parents ended up living a miserable life, working solely to repay the money. As for me after that,
Spending a quiet day like this with Lisa really is happiness.
me too. Though, I guess we won't be able to relax this much once we have kids.
True that.
But then, spending our days being busy with a child will be a different kind of happiness, won't it?
Imagining us as parents. It's hard to picture, isn't it?
I hope our future child will be just like you, Noah.
If they take after me, they might end up loving beer too. Ha ha.
Since that incident, my parents and Kimberly have not visited our home, allowing us to enjoy our peaceful weekends as usual. With Noah's work schedule easing up, we've been contemplating starting a family, discussing what kind of child we'd like to have. We hope for this happiness to continue indefinitely, striving to create a home filled with laughter and smiles for Noah. When the time comes to welcome a child into our lives, we're committed to nurturing them into the happiest being. With these hopeful thoughts, Noah and I cherish another day of blissful tranquility together. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.